You gotta tell Belly how you feel because if she wants you, then I'm not gonna stand in your way. Honestly, I wanted them to fight this season. I really did. I needed him to put his hands on him. I'm not for violence. I'm not. But I needed Conrad to put his hands on Jeremy. But that's neither here or there. Oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and today I am going to be discussing Jeremiah Fisher from The Summer I Turned Pretty, or dare I say The Summer I Turned Insufferable, because that is what his character has become this season in season 2.
You don't need to hurt yourself to get my attention.
Why would he say that? I'm literally gonna cry and throw up right this second. So you can join the hate train along with me. First and foremost, before I even get into anything else about the show, Belly, honestly, at the core, is the problem. She is the problem. You can only blame the boys so much. I don't even have too much to say about her and her actions. She did not upset me as much as Jeremy did this season. Here's my overall take, right? Belly and Jeremy have an amazing friendship. The epitome of BFFs, right? And because of that, I can't really see the romanticness coming along to play. I can't get my head wrapped around the fact that Belly wants to be kissing up on him and Jeremy all of a sudden is super in love with Belly, because their chemistry, it's so bestie coded. That's what I'm calling it, bestie coded. It's so bestie coded that my brain will not accept it. My brain looks at it and sees it as false, incorrect, untrue. So I can't really get on board, but I digress. I'm gonna be listing just a bunch of characteristics and like behaviors and things that he would do throughout the season that ultimately brought me to my conclusion that I hate him as a character and I hate him as an option for Belly. So number one, his constant need to always be touching her and next to her and near her, because he would always do it in front of Conrad, right? He would always do it whenever, wherever, he didn't care. And I find that so ironic because whenever Belly and Conrad were even just like holding hands or touching over Thanksgiving break, Jeremy didn't want to see any of it. He was like, hey, next time Belly comes over, tell me so I can dip, because I don't want to see you two in front of me. But he has no issue of touching and hugging and jumping up on his ex, Conrad's ex, because at the end of the day, it's just Belle's and it's just his bestie. So that's already my first pet peeve, and the fact that he just doesn't acknowledge that he's doing that stuff right in front of Conrad. It's a little disrespectful, especially since he begged for the courtesy to be given to him. He doesn't want to give it back to Conrad. Number two, he is extremely sensitive. Like, so extremely sensitive, it's not even funny. I only have maybe 2 examples that he would do this constantly throughout the whole entire season. Number one, anytime Belly even spoke the name Conrad or Con or just he would like almost be crying on the inside. He would be like, oh my gosh, why can't she stop talking about this boy? Why can't she stop talking about my brother? And I was like, dude, that was the love of her life. And he literally knows this. He knows this. Jeremy goes to Belly sitting on the beach by herself and it's like, hey, do you mind if you mind if I sit here? Mind you, she's like trying to gather her feelings and gather her thoughts and stuff. But when he joins her, she's like, yeah, I've just been thinking, and you know, Conrad was like, and then he's like, Belly, I don't want to hear that. I actually don't want to hear you say anything. And that part pissed me off. How dare you interrupt her moment of solitude to come sit with her, and then when she's trying to express her feelings, you're like, actually no, I actually don't want to hear it. You're talking about Conrad? Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of it. It's so insensitive and dismissing, and it's like selfish. And then number two, he would bring up his dead mother every second he had, which I feel like it was so poor taste, because he would always use it like as a point of defense, like for Conrad. Oh, you weren't there when mom was dying. I was there. It was me. I was there in her last moments.
You're a real fucking asshole, you know that? Grow up, Chair.
Please.
I did grow up. I watched mom slip away a little bit every single day. While you were at college or with Belly or moping around after you screwed that up.
Jerry, you know for a fact that I came home every second I could.
But it wasn't every day.
Okay.
What do you want, medal?
Right. That's all I need to see. Conrad was like, dude, what do you want? Do you want a freaking cookie? I was at school. I was in college. And I'm like, exactly. What did he expect? Him to come home every single day? Just so he can, what, be the better brother? He would always throw Susanna, bless her heart, he would always throw it in the argument to act like he was the victor, you know? I was at home comforting my dead mother, and you weren't there for me, Belly. I needed my friend. I was at home comforting our dead mother, and Conrad, what were you doing? You were kissing Belly. And it's like, dude, your mom would be shaking her head at your behavior right now. Susanna would be so upset at how he would just be so destructive. And also, wasn't Susanna's like dying wish that like her boys always stay together forever? And Jeremy is literally doing everything in his power to not make that happen? Are you kidding me? You're disrespecting your dead mom right now? Get out of my face with that. The quick intermission, right? Quick intermission. Follow my TikTok, by the way, because I've been basically keeping up with the show and talking about my thoughts. So everything I won't say in this video, I already have it on my TikTok. And I'm gonna share some of the comments that really do get what I'm saying. Because a lot of people who are Team Jeremiah, dents in the head. No offense, literally no offense. These are fake characters, but no offense, there's something wrong. Someone said, Jeremy wants to beat Conrad at everything, and that includes getting Belly. And I agree with that because I don't know why, but this season, Jeremy made it seem like he's been in love with Belly since he was 5 years old. And which was not the case. He literally started liking her last year. Let me say that again. He started liking her last year. And he's making it seem like all of this pain and torment he's feeling is from years and years of holding her so close to his heart. And I'm like, dude, who are you fooling? Because it's not me. It's not me, and it's not him either, because he knows. He literally said it in the last few episodes. You're never gonna be over Conrad, Belly. And then he goes and kisses her and gets himself wrapped up in it, and he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if you break my heart again. You're setting yourself up for failure, because he knows what's gonna happen, and we know what's gonna happen. Episode 6 is where I really said I hate Jeremy. I think that's the episode I used the H word, because I could not stand him. Oh my gosh, like I just can't stand. I just hate him. I just like the hate that he has for Conrad is running through my veins for him. Conrad says, hey Belly, let's go to the store. Jeremy is like, hey, let me tag along. Because I can't stand the thought of her being alone with him. You know why? Because he knows that she don't want him like she want Conrad. He knows. From that episode, someone said he's really doing the most to try to make Belly hate Conrad, and it's despicable. It is despicable. That's the great word, because when he was like,
He couldn't handle it and he dropped you. Shut up, Jared.
Don't use me to get at him.
right.
Belly, come on.
Look at him. Belly, come on. I know you didn't do that right now. I know you didn't just disrespect Belly in hopes of getting her to side with you to be against Conrad. Next, when Jeremy was like, oh, I would have made her prom perfect in front of Susanna, and Susanna was like literally head over heels that she was going to prom with Conrad, and he's over there, I would have made Belly's prom perfect. I would have remembered her corsage. Baby, your mom is dying. Have some respect. Like, I'm sorry, but it's the lack of respect for everyone. And honestly, I have a going theory just in my head. I haven't said this on TikTok, but I think Jeremy hates Conrad. I really think he hates Conrad. If he doesn't hate him, he is a hater. That's non-negotiable.
Is it okay?
When Conrad told him he's got into Stanford, no congratulations. He's a bold-faced hater. It really like makes my skin crawl. Nothing he does is brotherly. And it's so ironic that I say that because everything Conrad does is very brotherly. He didn't even make it official with Belly. Let me back up. Let me get close. Conrad begged for Jeremy's blessing to date Belly, because he knows, everyone knows they're so in love, right? And what does Jeremy do? A couple down the line, he makes out with Belly on Conrad's car without permission. Oh my god. Conrad, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you see what I'm saying? That he hates Conrad? Like, he just has no ounce of respect for him. I get it. It's like some of it is from jealousy, from childhood. Conrad is always the better brother. Da, da, da. It's getting sick and twisted. It's getting real sick and twisted, and it's getting scary. Next, a lot of people are saying that Jeremy's actions, like, yeah, he might actually love Belly, but a lot of it seems like he's really gunning after her to show that he has something that Conrad doesn't. You know, it's gonna be so embarrassing for him in season 3 because, yeah, season 2 ended on Jeremy and Belly being together, but I just know that's not gonna last. Someone else that says Jeremy makes everything into a game with Conrad. He's just trying to win and have the prize. Then he tried to guilt trip everyone when it comes to Susanna. Like I said, Jeremy gives pick me energy. And when someone said, I was like, that's so true. Like I said, anytime Belly would be like, oh yeah, and you know, with Conrad, she could literally be like, oh yeah, Conrad's gonna give me a ride. And he would start bawling his eyes out. He would be like, so you don't want me anymore? Like, ooh, as a guy, ew, it's such an icky ick. Someone says Jeremiah keeps victimizing himself and it's such ick. That is also true, and it's so like blatant and in your face about it too. It's not even like because he's a big whiny baby, like literally a big whiny baby. I'm gonna play a clip and you can just see him literally about to be a big whiny baby because he didn't give Belly a sweater. Gosh, I love this show.
You cool?
No, I like chili.
Without hesitation. Look at his face. Just seen a boy and a man. Matter of fact, I'm not even done talking. Cause look how sour his face is and like upset he is.
I'm gonna play something to bring up the mood.
You see? And then boom, all is forgiven. Oh my gosh, Belly, I'm so in love with you. You see what I'm saying? He's just so emotionally immature. Like, look at it. He was gonna pout the whole drive. Until Belly's like, oh, let me do something to lighten the mood. Like he's a child. Oh my gosh, he is a child. Overall, there's just so many more comments of people agreeing with me, especially when it comes to his brother, because a lot of the stuff when it comes to Belly, I can try my best to dismiss, right? Sure. But with Conrad, he is a horrible person. He's a horrible brother. And someone said it perfectly. He has such an intense hatred for his brother for no reason. It all comes back to he started liking Belly romantically last summer. Right here.
You have no idea how long I wanted to do this.
Since last summer. You're acting like, oh my gosh. He's acting like he's just been, oh my gosh, like Belly, you don't know how long. You started liking her last summer. Talking about you have no idea how long I want to do this. Are you kidding me right now? After Conrad said your body count last year was 7? I'm not shaming, I'm not judging. But don't say you have no idea how long. Let me say that again. He started liking her last summer and he's acting like he's been in drought for 10 years. I'm not buying your theatrics, Jeremy. You're a fraud. A little bit more on Belly and Jeremy's chemistry. It's like he's scared of losing her so much. So because of that, he's always gonna be touching her. He's always gonna be on her. He's always gonna be near her and with her. Like the last episode, he was freaking, she was gonna go to volleyball camp. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay and watch her play.
When I get out of here, go play some video games, leave the girls to do their thing. Thanks, but I'm gonna stay and see Belle's play. You know, you can stay.
You don't get brownie points for trying to attach yourself to her 24/7 now because you're her, what, boyfriend? Did they even discuss labels? Like, you see what he's doing? I think I'm gonna stay and watch my girl play some volleyball. First of all, it's a camp. What are you, a parent? Go home. What are you... Babe, it's camp. You can go home. Like, you don't need to stay. You're not gonna get extra brownie points for being like a really good boyfriend. I'm gonna make another video talking about the love triangle and like the rest of the characters as well. But this video is just for Jeremy because, ooh, what I really like about Conrad, and I'm not gonna talk too much about Conrad, but like the way him and her relationship is, it's like anytime they're together, it's like a privilege. Anytime they're holding hands or hugging, it's like a privilege to him. We never seen Conrad literally jump on Belly's back and like always be on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? But because they're so bestie coded and so close like that, when they translate that to a real relationship, it comes off as off to me. It comes off as, what are you doing?
Oh shit.
You don't need to hurt yourself to get my attention.
Why would he say that? I'm literally gonna cry and throw up right this second. Oh my god. Within their dynamic too, it seems like Belly can't do anything. She can't make any wrong move. She has to be perfect or else Jeremy is gonna break and cry. Yo. Oh my gosh. Look how stiff. He always has a problem.
Almost done. Cool. Hurry up then.
Oh my gosh, I hate this boy. I did not want to use the hate word, but I really do hate him. And I don't like that. That's not attractive, first of all. And second of all, it's unfair because I just know that Jeremy will like use something against her. He'll hold it over her head. He'll end their friendship. And someone said it in the comments as well. My last part, I want to talk about the last episode. The last episode must have called me stupid 5,000 different ways because I really thought after they kissed, and I'm surprised because that kiss that they had, I'm not gonna lie, let me get closer, I'm not gonna lie. I'm team Conrad, but when they kissed on that car and he was really getting into it, I was like, oh, okay, y'all do your thing. So that's why I was so shocked when after they kissed and Conrad saw them. It's like the first time this whole season we saw him have some self-reflection and like understand the entire situation that was going on. Like it was like the first time we saw Jeremy realize, whoa, I really just kissed my brother's ex on his own car. Am I wrong for that? First of all, the answer is yes, he is wrong for that. After that happened and he was like, Belly, can you go talk to him? Aren't you his brother? You see what I'm saying? But then again, I can't even give him full credit because the reason he was taken back, it wasn't because he was like, I think we should slow down because, you know, this is disrespectful to Conrad. It was because, Belly, are you gonna go back to liking Conrad now? Did you just kiss me to get back at Conrad? Was that kiss real, Belly? Was it just for me or was it for him? And it's like, oh my god. The most mature scene happened was at the vending machine with Conrad. And he was like, I know you still love Belly. And I think you should tell her. And if not for you and if not for her, then you should tell her for me. He had tears in his eyes. And I was watching and I was like, okay. Because I know how much a hater he is, a part of me in the back of my head couldn't stop thinking, like, what if this is just a tactic? Like, what if he starts boohoo crying? Because Conrad always, like, bless his heart, he'll take on the pain if it means Jeremy doesn't have to. That's the type of brother Conrad is. And so when Conrad saw him like boohoo crying, like, you gotta tell Belly how you feel because if she wants you, then I'm not gonna stand in your way. Knowing Conrad, like, he's such a sucker to be a good person, so of course he's gonna be like, oh yeah, Belly, I didn't mean it when I told you that I did actually like you. It was just a whoopsie, but I think you should be with Jeremy.
I just want you to know that whatever I said, I didn't mean it.
Conrad, I didn't mean it, Fisher. Oh my gosh. And then he goes and it's like, I didn't mean it, Belly, it was just a joke. Belly, I was just really trying to like mess y'all up. Conrad sensed how much Jeremiah was down bad for her and just put him above himself. He put his brother's feelings above his own. Dude was finna cry on the bench and was like, all right, I'll do what I need to do. Oh my gosh, and he's hurting so bad. Baby, he did not deserve, like, he's way too, like, he's, oh my god, like the sad face is so freaking sad. I really can't. He's so insufferable, and because of all of that, it's why I stand firm on being Team Conrad, because Conrad, yes, he has his flaws. They all have flaws. Belly too. But Conrad's flaws don't make me want to rip my eyelashes out. They don't make my blood pressure boil, you know? When Conrad does something that upsets me, I don't go to bed angry. When I watched that season finale, I went to bed fuming. I was pissed off. There's so many opportunities Conrad had to really rip into Jeremy. Honestly, I wanted them to fight this season. I really did. I needed him to put his hands on him. I'm not for violence. I'm not. But I needed Conrad to put his hands on Jeremy. But that's neither here or there. Jeremy, however, he's insufferable. He's clingy. He's petty. He's a baby. I can go on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not going to, because this video is getting too long and I gotta wrap it up. I feel like Jeremy just loves the idea of being in love with Belly. I'm not saying he doesn't. I do believe his feelings are very real. But I also believe his feelings are very heightened. I feel like his feelings are very inflated. That's why he gets so emotional about it as well. There's no reason why Jeremy should be acting like this, like so unhinged. But anyways, that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video of me just stating my case on why I just can't stand this character, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you disagreed with me anywhere, go ahead and comment down below. Like, I love getting into listen, because some of y'all Team Jeremy people, a little bit a little bit delusional in the head, but I love talking about it because it's just so fun. The show is so fun, and it causes a lot of discussion, and I'm here for it. All of it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm gonna make at least 2 more videos about this daggone show, because I got a lot to say. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.